With just 0.8% distinction, the human and chimpanzee protein coding genomes are surprisingly comparable. Understanding the natural highlights that make us human is essential for an intriguing and strongly discussed line of examination. Specialists at the Melbourne Institute of Bioinformatics and the University of Adelaide have built up another way to deal with versatile human explicit changes in the manner in which qualities are controlled in the cerebrum. These outcomes open new points of view in the investigation of human advancement, formative science, and neurosciences.
The nation of Australia is one of the world's significant migration destinations, other than Canada and New Zealand. Since 1947, when the principal government movement portfolio was made, over 8.5 million individuals made this their home, and they are the Australia's foreign-born inhabitant populace. The immigrants enter Australia through one of two apparent ways: the migration program for skilled and family travelers, or the humanitarian basis for displaced people and those in refugee-like circumstances. Every year, the Australian government distributes intakes, or portions, for individuals needing to move forever to Australia under these two migration pathways.
Change in climatic conditions to the flu-like epidemics, the issues confronting the present world are progressively unpredictable and dynamic. However, taking care of issues like these which intertwine social, ecological, physical, and political variables requires new methodologies that reach out past conventional perspectives. It expects individuals to draw upon and coordinate apparently different subject matters, for example, expressions of the human understanding and technical studies. This sort of integrative reasoning, or the capacity to join information from assorted fields, is basic for producing successful as well as inventive answers for tackling the worldwide issues.
Regardless of long-existing mainstream thinking, psychopaths can make some positive changes in this world. To say the least, the negative effect on deals and work is negligible, as indicated by another studies. Basically, adding enhancements like bicycle paths generally supported business and work in the retail and food administration areas. There is gigantic potential to develop what we realized in this examination undertaking to extra-urban communities and passageways. Additionally, to give policymakers the occasion to assess road improvement projects before execution, or to gather extra monetary measurements when usage is necessary.
Rather than embedding a card or checking a cell phone to make a transfer of payment, consider the possibility that you could just transfer money with touch of a finger. A model created by Sydney University scholars would basically allow your body to go about as the connection between your card or cell phone and the scanner, making it workable for you to communicate data just by contacting a surface. Regardless of whether your finger drifted only 1 centimeter over a surface, data wouldn't move through this innovation without an immediate touch. Experts believe that soon we will be able to access this technology in Australia.
To understand the perfection of football players' physical injury hazard assessments, the investigators displayed competitors' probabilities of supporting a blackout or injury and contrasted model appraisals with competitor insights. While perceiving that numerous individuals belittle well-being hazards, the creators bring up that the dangers more youthful school football competitors face might be more serious or weakening than those looked by numerous individuals or professional athletes. Given these raised questions, they state they are worried that competitors will in general think little of the probability of these dangers.
Consequences of standard research center tests performed on grown-up outside patients to give a general image of their well-being are genuinely steady between those with weight and their less fatty partners. The finding invalidates one reasoning behind what's known as the obesity paradox, which is that individuals with overweight is known to be at expanded danger for a large group of medical issues like diabetes and hypertension. However, in general, improve these conditions than their less fatty friends, including when they get admitted to basic consideration for reasons like cardiovascular failure or stroke.
In some ways, understanding how to program a PC is like learning another language. It requires learning new images and terms, which should be coordinated accurately to teach the PC what to do. The PC code should likewise be clear enough that different developers can canvas and comprehend. Nonetheless, in spite of the fact that understanding PC code enacts the numerous interests of the organization, it seems to depend more on various pieces of the information than arithmetic or coherent issues, proposing that coding doesn't absolutely imitate the psychological requests of science while all other things considered.
Vibrations travel through our planet in waves, similar to harmonies ringing out from a played guitar. Shakes, volcanoes, and the hustle and bustle of human action energize a portion of these seismic waves. A lot more resound from wind-driven sea storms. As storms beat the world's oceans, wind-whipped waves at the surface interface in a special manner that produces cylinder-like bangs of tension on the ocean bottom, creating a flood of weak quakes that undulate through Earth to every corner of the globe.
Surprisingly, humpback whales are the most modest creatures that have ever thrived on Mother Earth, and they are found far and wide in all seas. All humpback whales create low-pitched melodies, and advantageously for analysts, each tribe has its own special tune. One scientist described in his late distributed article that the specialists portray another humpback whale melody that is acquired with the Arabian Sea bank of the Indian Ocean, and as far south as Australian shores in the southeast Pacific Peninsula.